you'll notice the first thing at the very top is what you do first, the vertical gauge. For each millimeter step of vertical measurement, we have a corresponding horizontal key. These keys, if you look across the top, the number at the very top is the vertical set. The next numbers going edge to edge or end to end, 1, 2, 3, and then drops down to 4, 5, 6, and 7. What would happen if she was to open and it was to fall in? That's where our safety guard system comes into play. We can put it here like this, which is a good place to put it. And then if she was to open for me, see, it would either fall that way or it would fall like that, and it wouldn't fall down her throat, okay? Okay, grin for me. We're just going to be taking and measuring the distance from either the lingual side of number 8 or 9 versus 24 and 25. And when we look at that, we see that that is probably about 1 or 2 millimeters, okay? All right, that's a good number to know. Now, the next number I want to know is what is the distance, and Don, if you open up for me, kind of protrude your jaw out a little bit. I want to know the difference between the lingual side of the tooth of 24 and 25 to the facial of 8 and 9. Okay, so Don, if you'll just kind of protrude your mandible out right there, and then I just measure that, okay? In this case here, we're looking at probably about a 5. Okay, so our patient's laid back in a supine position, flat on her back. Now, very important to understand, we need it to be level with the floor. This is the nasal dilator. There's many other dilators on the market that you can use. We're going to fit it. It actually goes in like this, but we fit it to the patient's nose by putting it on the outside of their nose and on the bridge, and we see that that's right. This can be adjusted in or it can be adjusted out. Once we have it, we pinch it, we come straight in, and then when we get there, we just kind of let it come out. And then what that does is it pulls out. Sometimes we might have to give it a little bit of adjustment. It pulls out and helps Donna to be able to breathe, our patient to breathe better. Okay, Donna, big deep breath in through your nose, and then out. So now we've got that taken care of. Now we're going to focus on the lower airway. We're going to bring in our vertical gauge, and our vertical gauge, remember, goes from 4 millimeters all the way up to 10. If Donna open up for us, I want you to notice that we always go maxillary 8 and 9 first, that we slide up to that little step right there. And then I get her to protrude out her mandible or her jaw and then slide it down, and you see it falls right in the notch. Now, here's one thing I want to bring your attention here is that you see how it's pulling back, okay? We don't want that. We want it to be straight, vertical. We get right there and we ask Donna to make a snore noise. Okay, again. Okay, thank you. Open up. Now, some patients can't make a snore noise. What are we listening for? Air turbulence. Air turbulence. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to open up vertically 5 millimeters. So I go up to the next notch right there. Donna finds that little notch. There you go. All right, we see everything is level. Donna, give us that snore noise. Okay, wonderful. One more time. See how it starts to fade. So there's a difference. We can hear a difference that the snore noise or the vibration of any interference in her airway was less than it was at 4 millimeters. Now we're at 5 millimeters. Now we're going to go to 6 millimeters. Donna, if you will, close up on that. That's wonderful. Now notice this little bit of tilt back. I'm going to give it a little bit. Now, snore noise. Okay, there we go. One more time. Perfect. Now we open up. So we would say that her vertical set is 6 millimeters. Okay. Now we're going to open this up and we're going to say, let's go one step higher. So I switched around my rod and now I'm going to go 7 millimeters. I want to see, could there possibly be anything better than that? All right, Donna. Now you see You say, hey, it made it worse. Do it again. Okay, all right, open up. That's the reason why our product is called Optimal Air, is because her optimal air setting is at 6 millimeters, okay? Again, there you go. You can hear that you can hear it. So let's open up, Donna. Thank you so much. Swallow and relax. We're gonna start with edge to edge. Edge to edge would be that E. 6 millimeters is the vertical space. The horizontal spacing is the next letter. Now we also have on this one a 4. That means that we could go to a 4 millimeter. But we want to go edge to edge. The whole time we were using the vertical gauge, we were bringing her like this. Green for me. Okay. Now bring your teeth edge to edge. Well, that's exactly what we were doing. Now we want a snore noise. Okay. One more time. Okay. We hear just a little bit at the end, but that's okay. All right. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go 1 more millimeter. We're going to go a little bit more to see if there's a difference in that sound. Or is the airway still open and patent? So she comes in, she finds that little notch. And would you do that for me, please? Okay, that sounds really good, doesn't it? Okay, no tail end noise at all. Okay, totally open. Open for me. Swallow and relax. So we would say that Donna would be a 6 millimeter vertical and 1 millimeter horizontal. And that way, that's where we would start her appliance at. Now that we have found our vertical and our horizontal set bite, we're going to scan our patient upper and lower arch. You want to set your patient up at 45-degree angle. Take the same horizontal key that we found to be the correct measurement, place it between 8 and 9, 24 and 25, and then we're going to do our circular motion or straight from molar to canine so that we can get the alignment of the bite. This is our therapeutic bite set. Wouldn't recommend using the safety rod. It gets in the way of the scanning wand or handle, but to use a piece of floss if you feel necessary.